Hello everyone, welcome to channel C-Drama Q&A. This video is about the cultural elements of the Han Dynasty in the drama. If you are interested in what people wore, used, and ate 2000 years ago, don't miss it. Firstly, 玉祖佩, literal meaning jade group pendant. It's different from other jade pendants widely appear in other dramas. It's grouped with various shapes of jade, agate, or other materials and strung together. It has a pleasant tinkling sound like the wind chimes when people walk. Besides, the longer it is, the higher social status it represents. Jade group pendants were popular in the spring and autumn period and the Warring States period, from 770 BC to 221 BC. But they disappeared gradually at the end of the Han Dynasty. That's why we rarely see them in other dramas. Next is shoes. You may ask why there's an additional part on the toe cap. The type of shoe is 翘头履, meaning upturned head shoes. It's designed to lift the lower edge of a dress, skirt, or robe and prevent stumbling. Also, the thick part can buffer the pain while hitting hard stones. Another implied meaning is to honor the heaven. We can find that most ancient Chinese architecture's cornices are also upturned. They are in similar designs. 鸳鸯, here are the chicken wings in the drama. 鸳鸯is often translated as Mandarin duck. It's a compound word. Yuan is the name of the male dog, and Yang for the female dog. Yuanyang is regarded as a symbol of love, because they are always in pairs. The pattern of Yuanyang often appears in embroidery, paintings, porcelains, and many traditional artworks. You may have already noticed it in other costume dramas, such as the love token with the Yuanyang pattern. We can find the people in the drama sitting on the floor or kneeling. They usually use soft cushions or these short-leg stools. It's called 独坐板平. It has 4 short legs. This furniture appeared in Han Dynasty. Since then, the legs have gradually become longer, but postures of sitting on the floor or kneeling still existed. Finally, in Song Dynasty, chairs were widely spread across the population and replaced the other sitting postures. Bamboo or wooden slips are the primary materials for writing documents in the era. People used them as early as the late Shang period, from about 1200 BC. The slips were usually sewn together with hemp, silk, or leather and used to make a folding book. So one folding book is heavy. Another writing material is lighter, silk, but it's too expensive for the most. Only nobles and rich people could afford it. Finally, in 105 AD, still East Han Dynasty, Cai Lun invented paper and offered his paper processing technique to the emperor. The emperor was a great-grandson of the emperor in the drama and the 4th emperor in East Han. Then the emperor promoted large-scale manufacture of paper nationwide. It also led to the worldwide spread of paper. The paper is one of the ancient Chinese 4 great inventions. The rest 3 are compass, printing, and gunpowder. 火山炉, literal meaning mountain bull in sense boner. The mountain bull is a legendary mountain on the sea. People in Han Dynasty use this shape of incense burner. It carved to be mountains with cows and animals on it. When the incense is burning, the smoke wafts out and surrounds the mountains, which naturally creates the effect of the legendary mountain bull with haze on the sea. This item is called 便面, literal meaning at its face, because it's not only a fan, but also an essential item on social occasions. When you see someone you don't want to greet them, you can cover your face with this 便面. It's very convenient and common in ancient times. 九连环, literal meaning 9 interlinked rings. It's a puzzle featuring a loop, which must be disentangled from a sequence of rings on interlinked pillars. The loop can be either string or rigid structure. In the Warring States period, a book called 战国策 had already recorded this type of puzzle and its solution. The instrument Lin Buyi played is called 古琴. It's different from 古筝, which people primarily play nowadays. Also, this one Lin Buyi played is named 7-string 古琴. If you have watched another video about the Chinese meaning of the characters' names, you will know Chen Shaoshang's name comes from this instrument. The moon gate in the background is a circular gate in Chinese classical garden architecture. Its shape is like a full moon and is also called moonlight gate. It's also originated in Han Dynasty. It's not only an entry, but also a landscape of its own. In Chinese culture, The mooncake is an auspicious symbol of family reunion and happiness. What's more, the Chinese god of love and marriage is called Yue Lao, literal meaning elder moon. In this context, the director sets a mooncake in this scene as an implication of Lin Buyi and Chen Shaoshang's reunion and fate. This scene is Lin Buyi teaching Shaoshang for self-defense. He put a hand on the position of Mingmen and said, "From now on, my life is yours." The original Chinese line is, "From now on, my Mingmen is yours." The English translation expressed its general meaning but skips the vital word Mingmen. What's Mingmen? The literal meaning is life gate. It's a pressure point in acupuncture, located at the center of your back, right behind your belly button. Mingmen is the foundation of human life. Traditional Chinese medicine believes that the gate of life contains qi, which embodies the function of kidneys. So it plays a decisive role in the function of internal organs. Massaging this point can activate qi and blood circulation, improve immunity, and prolong life. Conversely, if you hit others this point with martial arts, it's very devastating. So Lin Buyi is not just flirting. He shows his weak point and puts his life in Shaoshang's hands. As a martial artist like Lin Buyi, who never shows his weak point to others, now he offers his complete trust to his lover. You may find Niang Niang's grandma often eats scallions when you watch this drama. Does it taste good without cooking? Well, the scallions were very rare and expensive in that era. Only nobles could afford them. The scallions which grow in Zhangqiu district, Shandong province today, are different from other areas due to its climate. They are less spicy but sweeter, juicier, and crunchier. Locals eat them directly. People in other places like to roll the scallions together with different toppings you want in a corn and wheat pasture to eat. The food in this drama is not as rich as in other historical dramas. Most of the dishes are vegetables, and the staple food is flatbreads. Here's one piece of background knowledge I forgot to tell you in another video on the history topic. As we know, the emperor was the founder of the Eastern Han Dynasty. This country had just experienced 18 years of civil unrest. Due to the wars, the population dropped from 60 million, the end of Western Han, to 21 million, the beginning of East Han, dropping about 65%. The country was not wealthy. That's why the emperor advocated frugalness for the whole country. He's also a frugal person who cut down the cost of clothes and daily expenditure for the palace. The wine liquid in the container is called zhuojiu, meaning turbid wine. It's an unfiltered wine brewed with glutinous rice, yellow rice, and other grains. The containers people used in Han Dynasty were lacquerware. Lacquerwares are objects decoratively covered with lacquer. Raw lacquer is a natural sap cut from the lacquer tree. The craftsmanship of ancient Chinese lacquerware appeared as early as the Neolithic age, from around 10,000 years ago. Lacquerware production technology was complicated, so the delicate containers were expensive in Han Dynasty. After the Han Dynasty, more and more people chose to use porcelain due to the development and large manufacturing of porcelain. But the lacquerware still existed, and the decoration replaced practicality. The art and the craftsmanship reached a higher level. They had intricate carvings, all inlaid with pearls, agates, shells, silver, gold, and other materials. These artworks were very delicate and precious. Well, these are parts of the cultural elements of the Han Dynasty. There are still more in the drama. I want to say all the historical details make this drama more wonderful. Bring us back to 2000 years ago. Okay, enjoy the drama. See you next time.